for capture.
You are an artist, and this vehicle is your brush. Zone capture.
Welcome Spartans, I am Darkest Hour 138, and how much fun was that? These past 2 weekends have been a blast. In this video, I'm going to give my thoughts on the second flight, which lasted the 2 weekends, the first weekend being Arena, and the second weekend adding Big Team Battle. The first weekend was pretty much the same as the first flight, with the main differences being that you were playing PvP instead of against bots. We also got to play our 4th map in the arena, the map called Behemoth. So Behemoth is very much a throwback to the older Halo games, with its large forerunner structure in the middle that is surrounded by sand. It was also the first map we played during flighting that had vehicles and the oh so much fun man cannons. This map is well designed, as is all the maps we played so far, and works very well in the 4v4 arena. The Ghost feels good, just like Ghost from previous Halo titles, and that's really all you can ask for. It's a case of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Warthog plays very similarly to all Warthogs in the past games as well. There's always little tweaks with the driving mechanics, but you tend to get used to those minor changes the more you play the game. One thing I did notice about the Warthog and the mounted turrets in Fragmentation, a map we'll talk about later, is that they didn't overheat. I don't know if this is a bug or by design, but I can see this being an issue if there is no cooldown period at all. The second weekend in the flight brought us Big Team Battle. This mode is just pure chaos and I love it. Even if I had a bad match, I still enjoyed being in the middle of all the craziness around me. With this, we also got our 5th map and all the infinite flighting so far, Fragmentation. This map has all the classic Halo feels in it, that it was inspired by the Pacific Northwest, similar to original titles we all grew to love. It very much has a Valhalla feel to it, with a large base on both ends. Navigating the map at first, you could find yourself a little mixed up, but after many rounds, you start to get the feel of the layout. I did hear from one of my Halo friends that he thought it felt a little busy with all the rock formations and structures in the middle. And I can see that, but I do feel it is necessary to carry the action through the center of the map. I really enjoyed the map overall. The visuals and flow of the map were all on point. We did get the introduction of the Scorpion in Big Team Battle. The Scorpion played just like you want a Scorpion to play. Slower, but extremely powerful. The controls felt great as I was able to jump right in and take off like I always have. They also introduced the Banshee and the Hornet. I didn't get to try the Banshee or the Hornet, so I'll reserve any thoughts on those until I get to drive them in the final release. They did add some weapons during this flight. While I didn't get to try them all, the ones I did try felt about as good as you would want them to. I did love blowing stuff up with the rocket launcher. I can see custom games when this launches. I have a feeling that rocket launcher with grapple shot is going to be a huge custom game. Being able to pick up and throw the fusion coils became one of my favorite things to do at the start of the match, as you can see from some of the video. I do wish they would respawn after so many minutes though, as I really did enjoy using them, and from some of the clips I saw online, it looked like a lot of people were really enjoying them well. So having a respawn, at least in the middle of the round, I think would be a really good thing for them. A couple of areas that could use improvement, and there are very few. Some of the weapon balancing was off. A BR to the head took you out way too quickly. There was occasional issues also with the hit reg. I would empty a clip into my enemy and not get the kill, and they would hit me with 3 shots of the AR, and I was toast. Fusion coil kills didn't count every time, even though it was clearly the item that killed that player. I moved up on a player, hit him directly with the fusion coil, took him out, and didn't get any credit for it. Not a huge thing, but something at least 3/4 you should look at. A bug I did encounter was I couldn't detach the mounted turrets on Fragmentation, which using the turrets is one of my favorite things to do in Halo, so hopefully they get that patched up for the final release. Overall, Infinite feels like a great blend of classic Halo with modern shooter mechanics. I hope there's at least one more flight before launch, but I can understand if there isn't, as that wouldn't leave 343 much time to fix things based off of feedback. I'm really excited for the launch of this game, and I think it's going to be huge. Based off what you're seeing on social media, these flights have been well received. They've been running super smooth. I've been seeing very few frame drops. I've got no lag at all during multiplayer matches. So well done, 343. You're doing a great job with this game, and I can't wait to see the final product. And it makes me really happy to see Halo going back to its roots and still feel new and fresh. With that, I'm done with this one. So please hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you on the battlefield, Spartans.